One of my pre-underway checks is to check the voltage and the battery terminals for the starting battery, and check the lifting boat straps while I'm out here. Might as well do both of those jobs. Both of these have to be entered in the engineering log. So to get to the battery, I got to take the seat off. There's a clamp on both sides. And then the thing just wants to fall off. Get it out of the way. I can look inside. Visually, everything looks good. But I'm going to reach in here and grab these battery terminals by the insulated part. Try to turn them. And they're in there good. The batteries are strapped in good. Everything looks good in here. So I'm done with this part. I put the seat back on. I'm going to latch it down on both sides. Now currently we're on a short tie. And the short tie cable is locked on here with this collar. So I'm going to counterclockwise this thing. Looks like it's got a slight crack, like somebody tried to tighten it too much or tried to pull the cable out with it attached or threaded in. Then I can rotate this. Now there's some icons on here, which means if I rotate it that direction, it's going to unlock it. If I rotate it this direction, it's going to lock it. So I'll look at the pictures, pull the plug. It's still plugged into the vessel. So if it's raining sideways and there's water on the deck, I obviously don't want to just drop it there. Think about that. Then I'm going to turn the batteries on. So the battery switch right here has a selection, 1, 2, or both. Let's go to both. We're at both. Now up here on the instrument panel, it's not energized until you turn the key to the right 1 notch. And I got 12.5 volts. Started off at 13, but it's settling out at 12.5. So that's right where I want it, between 12 and 13. Engine will still start around 11. But it gets much slower than that, you're going to have problems. So the battery's charged and holding the charge. So we'll turn the key off. Turn the battery switch back to off. Doesn't matter which way you go, goes either way. Plug it back in. Now the little L-shaped receptacle is the one that goes to the L-shaped prong. And since I turned it that way to unlock it, I probably got to go this way to lock it. Tighten up that collar there so it doesn't just come out. We're good to go. So the batteries have been checked. Now I'm going to log that in the engineering log that I inspected the battery terminals for tightness with a 12.5 volt charge. And inspected by, I put my name on it. So if there's any questions, they'll know who to ask. While I'm out here, obviously another thing we're going to do is check, well, I don't know if it's obvious or not, but it is in the pre-underway checks to check the lifting straps on the rescue boat. So you're not just checking, yep, they're here. They look the same as they did last time. No, you want to lay your hands on them. Hand over hand it from one shackle to the hook to the other shackle. There's 4 pieces here. Check all 4 pieces. It's one set, but there's 4 individual pieces. So check them all. Look at the weak points where they're meshed together. Look at the tops. Look at the bottoms. Look in between. If there's frays, if it's torn, this thing's not going to be satisfactory for use. It could part while the boat is up in the air. People could get hurt. So there's also a strap, a serial number on the lifting strap. That's the serial number that you log in the engineering log. Inspected lifting boat strap, serial number, blah, 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 whatever it happens to be. No discrepancies noted, or if there is a discrepancy, a big fray or a cut in it, note that discrepancy, and then inspected by, put your name on it, and then if there is a discrepancy, then you need to make a follow-up entry. Notify the chief engineer. Right? Now, don't wait till the end of the day to do that. That's a showstopper right there. So if there's a discrepancy with this, all stop. If it's your job to do this, then as soon as you find that discrepancy, go ahead and make that log entry and then come and find me. If I'm not here, find Scott. If Scott's not here, find Travis or find Gene. Find the captain, somebody. But use the chain of command. Go through engineering first. If that don't work, then you can go other places. So that takes care of the rescue boat. It's cold out here, so I'm going back inside.